So if you've been following my channel or my social media pages or whatever, you would know that back in June, on June 25th to be exact, I received a very strange DMCA notice from YouTube. Now this DMCA notice was of course a false DMCA filed against my channel in order to try to take my channel down. This DMCA was very, very, very weird, and that was because it was issued by me, supposedly. Someone impersonating me filed strikes against my own channel for my own content. That's right. Somebody made an impersonation email account. They made chrishwriter@gmail.com. They filed false DMCAs against me and that creepy reading, claiming that they were me and saying that they wanted my stories taken off my channel. It's all very confusing. Long story short, this person impersonated me in order to file false DMCAs against my stories. That's not too overcomplicated, right? Anyway, that creepy reading got a strike. I got 2 strikes. This person was really just trying to take things down, trying to get at people, trying to destroy channels with their false DMCAs. Now, up until this point, this person's identity has been a mystery. You can assume it probably was a Plagued Moth fan, or, you know, somebody who knew Plagued Moth, or, you know, you could just assume a lot of things, and you would just be assuming. You would have no real evidence. It just is assumption based on what is very likely, so likely, in fact, that it's probably true, but you would just be assuming. Then, today, a YouTuber by the name of Spinling, who has also been talking about Plagued Moth, got a false DMCA directly from Plagued Moth. Now, Plagued Moth filed this false DMCA strike in the hopes of taking Spinling down, based on the fact that Spinling used some footage from Plagued Moth's video. So, Plagued Moth was false striking the channel because the channel was using his footage to do commentary and to critique his behavior. Alright? So this DMCA for footage was automatically rejected by YouTube. YouTube automatically said, "Hey, Spinling, we don't think that this DMCA is correct, but we just wanted to let you know that Plagued Moth filed it." Which is some shit. Like, YouTube is catching on, YouTube is starting to understand that Plagued Moth is a problem user. But what I want to do is I want to read to you what Plagued Moth wrote in the DMCA form. Luckily, YouTube sent a copy of this claim to Spinling, and they included what Plagued Moth wrote. So here's what Plagued Moth wrote in the form when he was filing his false DMCA. "I am the owner of this work. This is my original work." And then he adds a link to the video. "And I did not give them permission to use it. My original work is being used in a harassment video which includes copious amounts of slander. I ask that this video in question remove my original work. I swear, under penalty of perjury, that I have a good faith belief the material should be removed due to falsely using my story without permission." My story. Story? Wait a minute, Plagued Moth. I thought this DMCA was for footage. Why does it say story in your text? Why did you write story here? Could this possibly be because you filed the DMCAs against me in that creepy reading where you impersonated me? Is that why this text originally said story before you copied and pasted it into this form? Did you forget to change the word story to footage?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.